Good morning. It is Saturday, March 21st. Um, it's a late one, 7:40 this morning. I was just listening to a talk from Gary Vaynerchuk. Check him out. If you don't like cussing, just listen to the message. Just like anybody, you don't have to like the instrument of change. Just be available and open to it. And so I was listening, and this young guy asked him a question. Well, this young guy had a meeting with him, and he was basically just saying, what do you want to happen? And he said a lot of the stuff I said um, when a human angel asked me a question about what I want and what I want to do. And what I want to do is I want to reach people. I want to touch people. I want to hopefully affect in a positive way someone's life. I've done that my whole life. That's been what has drawn me, is to just love on people, which is a Brad saying, and I love that. It makes me really happy. And so he was asking a question, and he was telling him all this stuff, and he said, most people miss the point, and the point is authenticity. That's what I got out of it. Authenticity. That's one of the things I think is the reason a lot of people have been drawn to me and listened to me, and I've been able to coach people and be part of a lot of people's journey, which is amazing. That's one of my favorite things of all time. Like I said, I'm a human unicorn, and that's what I've been blessed to be able to do is to reach people and be authentic. But part of being authentic is the whole, not just the good. And so what I think is what I'm going to try to focus on for these talks and these meetings, when I when I connect with people. Connections, I don't like interviews or podcasts, but when I do these connections, I'm going to focus on authenticity and the process. My process is I want to reach as many people as possible. I want to help anybody who's available to that needs help. I want to be a light in someone's dark. That's it. We live in a world, so you have to figure out how to monetize your passion. But what gets me up, what keeps me awake, what I think about when I'm taking a shower, when I'm doing stuff, is almost always other people. And they're in my heart, they're in my head, they're in my daily life, my kids, my wife, all the people who I don't know, people on the other side of this camera, on the other side of this video. And all the stuff that I've gone through in my life qualifies me to tell my story. And the reason why my story is important, and I think the reason why my story is helpful, is because of how many poor choices I've made, how many wrong decisions I've made, how many times I've went against what I 100% knew I should be doing, and I did the easy thing instead. I did the quick thing, the instant gratification, the material thing. So I think it's a wonderful opportunity for me to be quarantined. It's a wonderful opportunity that I ended up leaving my CrossFit gym that I was part owner of in situations I wasn't happy that I left. Ends up being one of the best gifts I've ever been given from God, because I had to refocus. I had to recenter. I had to realize, just because I want to get my message out there, not everybody wants to receive it. Not everybody needs to subscribe to this. Not everybody wants to hear me help them and love on them. That's not what they necessarily want. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to utilize these as authenticity journal is really what it is. I'm just going to tell you where I make mistakes, what not to do. Hopefully you're going to listen to that, and there's some nuggets of truth and nuggets of inspiration that people will be able to take away from. But one of the things from Eric Thomas, the hip hop preacher, E.T., is I'm starting my day by moving and moving myself. What that means for me is I'm going to listen to, I read my 24-hour day book, which is what I've been reading for years and years and years and years. It's a recovery book. My mom gave me a Jesus Calling book, which I've been not so good about reading lately because I've tried to implement that this year. And I have this Enliven app that, gives me quotes and things to focus on. And so I wasn't feeling super inspired to hopefully inspire someone and do this video. So what I ended up doing was turning on people that inspire me. And Gary Vaynerchuk is very authentic to himself. And one of the things that draws me to that is, for a long time, I wasn't. I was much more what people wanted me to be to an extent, and I wasn't as much me as possible because I am a huge personality for being a little person. And the fact that I am a human unicorn and my heart comes out in everything I do. I don't do love partial. And so that's what these videos are going to be for. And part of my job today is to figure out how to send files, because it's one of the things that I've been extremely bad at. I have all these ideas and things I want to do, but I want it to just come to me. I don't want to work for it. I don't want to have to learn something new. I want to just know things. And that's not success. Nothing's going to be successful like that. No athlete I've ever trained has been amazing by looking at their job and what they want to do and just all of a sudden being good, being an Olympic weightlifter and going to the CrossFit Games and being a professional hockey player, anything like that. It's never happened. You have to work for it. If you're not good at something, I just heard that last night. My weakness should be my goal. That's my goal. And I told people that for years in CrossFit. That's why I love CrossFit. CrossFit is amazing because you can get great at so many things, and then all of a sudden all they do is spend time. And his great, Dave Castro, all he does is spend time thinking about what people could be weak at. And that's a great Navy SEAL mentality. What are my weaknesses? Because that's what's going to happen. And so I hope everybody has an amazing, amazing day. I will keep turning out this content. Once again, I don't know where my end goal is, but I do know that I used to do public speaking. I used to do motivational speaking. I was on the radio. I was on TV. I went to schools. I was in treatment centers. I did all that stuff. That stuff filled me. Working with people fills me. Doing one-on-one, doing groups, doing all that stuff fills me. So being self-centered and worry about me and worry about this, success is going to be a byproduct of right living. I know it because that's what has happened. I've been able to get married because of right living, because I treated women properly. And I was able to have kids and have them love me because I want to be a better dad, not because I'm a perfect dad. I make so many mistakes. One of the first words my kids ever heard me say was, "I'm sorry." And then I explain why I'm sorry and try to be better. So I'm going to hopefully have meaning to these videos. And if anything I say touches somebody, amazing. Send me a comment. If there's something, things that people they've gone through, send me a comment. I love that. And in these times of non-personal connection, this is what I'm learning. And so I know everybody else is at the same time. All right, please have a great and wonderful Saturday. Nobody tells you today, I care about you.